Hello and welcome to the Beginner's Guide to Strength Training. My name is Jacqueline. I am your trainer. Let's get into it. This is the YouTube playlist where all of these videos are going to be saved, okay? It will be in your initial starting email. That's probably how you got here in the first place, but you are going to continue to get daily emails as a reminder to come back to it, okay? Now, remember, this is a beginner's guide. So we're not diving right in with full body workouts. We are practicing. We are laying a foundation. Okay. And when we think about strength training and the movements that we're doing, the foundation of everything are these 6 movement patterns, okay? So for the next 7 days, we're going to take the first 6 days to go through these movements. And then on the 7th day, we're going to try to pull it all together and complete a full body workout, all right? Like I said, you're going to get daily emails with form cues written in there. And then we've got form videos here. All of these videos will be linked in those emails. But again, I'm going to store them all here in this playlist. All right. I want you to take your time and I want you to think of this as practice. A lot of the reason that people get, one of the reasons, really the main reason that people get really frustrated with strength training is because there is a neurological adaptation, right? You need to train your brain to do these moves correctly. You need to work on your form, and everyone wants to skip over that step and just, start lifting heavy and start getting going and feeling like they got a workout, so to speak. Okay. I promise you, for some of you that have never lifted anything or done any of these patterns, that you're going to be sore. Just take your time and do what you can. That is the whole purpose of this, is to practice, practice, practice. All right. A little bit of housekeeping, a few things I want to explain before we jump into day one. All of the form cues are going to be listed there, but I want to explain a few things that will be written in some of the emails, right? Like maybe I'm taking you through a squat, right? And I say, try 2 to 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. What do I mean when I say set? I want you to think of a set as a round, basically, right? So if I say 3 sets of 10, one set is 10 repetitions of that movement that I have asked you to do, with the rest period that I have advised for that movement. And if it says 3 sets, you will complete that 3 times, right? So 3 sets of 10 squats with 60 seconds of rest is 1 round of 10 squats, rest, another round, and so on until you have completed all 3, okay? Things I'm often going to say with form cues is weight in your heels. This allows us, especially with a lot of lower body stuff, to really engage our glute muscles, which is one of the largest muscle that we have, ladies. And it's going to keep you stable and prevent you from really tipping over. Okay. You can, even when I say that, play with kind of lifting your toes a little bit to show you that, yes, you can keep the weight in your heels. Okay. We're going to get into bracing a little bit when we do breathing on day one, but this is a work in progress, but I want it top of mind always, always, always. You're going to be practicing this week, not lifting super heavy. And so I want you thinking about bracing your core, right? And don't think of that as sucking in. Don't think of that as, just kind of like you're making these like little shallow breaths with your belly. I really want you to think of bracing as like closing the space between your hips and your ribs and just like bearing down to create this stable 360 kind of protection around your torso, right? This is going to protect you as you start to grow and lift heavier, but we need to start practicing it now because it takes a lot of practicing, okay? And we'll go over that briefly when we get into breathing and how to breathe in general. Another form cue that I will use often is elbows at 45 degrees, right? So this is 90 degrees. This is how, everyone does upper body stuff and push-ups like this. This is not a great position for our shoulder blades, okay? So we like more like 45 degrees. I think that's about it. Oh, I'm also going to say pretty much like in almost every movement, neutral spine. And what that really means is that from the top of my head to my tailbone, it's a straight line, right? I'm not having a rounded lower back, or conversely, that C curve where I'm overarching. I'm not letting my shoulders round like this. Everything when we're lifting has to be kind of strong and stable and locked in and you're creating tension, which is part of the magic. That's how muscle is built, but it's also for your safety so that we can continue to lift heavier and heavier and just get better at this. Okay. Welcome. Please feel free to drop any questions. You can comment on the videos if that works. You can reply to the emails. You can reach out to me on social. This is a free resource that has been a long time coming, and I want to work after this first group kind of goes through it to make this even better. So your feedback is welcome. Let's go.